Hi, my name is Al Koller, and I served on the launch team for Apollo 11 in the firing room where I manned a console. I began my space work in 1959 at age 17, right out of high school. I won second place in a science fair with a rocket engine model, and I went to work for the Army Ballistic Missile Agency as a technician trainee at their Cape Canaveral Missile Firing Lab. That team was led by Dr. Werner von Braun, and that group launched the first American satellite to orbit the Earth in 1958. And in 1960, the entire team, including me, was transferred to NASA, where I worked summers until I finished my degree in math and physics. I was a systems engineer on the launch team for Apollo 11, and I manned a console in the firing room. Here's a picture of Apollo 11 at the launch pad. It's about 100 meters high and about 4.8 kilometers from the launch control center where the firing room was located. Everything was done by remote control, and here's a picture of the launch team in the firing room for Apollo 11. About 500 people were involved. I'm near the center of that picture, and my job was to serve as the NASA eyes at the launch pad, tracking the work being done using television cameras that were shown in the firing room so that everyone could see what was happening. At launch, the work by all those teams began to pay off. Apollo was a world event, and it was complicated. This is a picture of the mission profile. Whenever we talk to others about Apollo, any flight, but especially Apollo 11, we get questions about who was the most important, what was involved, how did we feel about being on the team, and how did it all come about? As you can see, it was very complicated, and when asked what I think was most important, I answer the same way. It was all about the team. And by that, I don't mean just the launch team. I mean all of the people involved. Apollo brought together much of the world, including Brazil, and this is a picture of a stamp that was issued for the Apollo 11 event. Our job was to get the crew safely to the moon and back, and that's the legacy of Apollo, and I hope we see it again soon. In 1992, I left NASA to teach at a local college. I worked in international education and visited 10 countries, including South and Central America, to share information on how to work and manage businesses. In 2000, I was asked to take over a technician training program that got $15 million to train and certify aerospace technicians. The program went national, and it still exists today. There's a lot happening in aerospace today, and all of it owes a debt to what has gone before, including Apollo. If you'd like to get a free book on space history, go to the link here, exploring-space.info. The future of aerospace is very exciting as we go back to the moon and find ways to bring many more people to live and work in space. This is a picture of the NASA Gateway project planned to orbit the moon. It will provide a place to gather in lunar orbit before landing on the moon. Commercial space is helping with rockets, spacecraft, and even high-altitude balloons and hotels in space. Most people don't realize that there's a place for almost every kind of job in space exploration. Not just engineers and scientists, but cooks, janitors, maintenance technicians, teachers, artists, lawyers. These are students from El Diablo High School in Colorado getting ready to join the aerospace team. Your school could do the same thing. If you want to work in aerospace, my advice is stay in school, think about what you like to do, and visit a science center like this one to find your place in one of the many available careers. For more information and links to interesting information, go to my personal website at e3company.com. Good luck to you as you join the team and reach for the stars.